Are you ever going to come out from hiding in your room? You should come out and live your life like the rest of us do. We finally got back from our trip and want to see you. Is that all you wanted to say? Huh? There isn't anything else I need to say to you. I was just thinking I should probably ask if you'd come out to see how you'd react. Really, I'm fine with you not coming out of that hole of yours yet. Either way, I'm sure I'll know when you actually decide to come out, since you'll probably be making a huge fuss of us leaving you here. I see. But as for Kyle, he has been so worried about you that he tries to call you at least 5 times a day, so even if it doesn't entirely bother me, at least come out for your brother. Why should I? I don't care about how any of you guys feel anymore. Hey, don't say terrible crap like that. Can you at least try and act like a good older brother while you're still around us? Kyle even says that he wants to see how you're doing after you decided to have that fever. And what about me makes him think that I want to come out to see him? Does he think that this will fix my relationship with the rest of you? Or maybe he wants me to stick around the house so that I can continue to give you guys money. What? For money? I don't remember her ever borrowing any money from you. Have you started to hallucinate things? I wasn't talking about him. I was talking about how you and Mom took the money I made from selling designer bags as a part-time job. I think that was about $15,000 worth of bags, if I'm correct, that I sold. So with that in mind, I'd like to collect my reimbursement for however much of that money you two spent. What the heck? If you plan to do that, then go right ahead. I'll just make sure to kick you out of the house for doing that. Really? Then I suppose I could bring this whole thing to court. I'm sure they'd side with me since I never said that you guys could have that money. Eh? I didn't really think I'd need to do this at first, but of course I don't feel all too bad about doing that to the high and mighty family that went on vacation without me, especially when you guys used my money for it. Well, hold on a minute. I thought we agreed that the money I got for those bags would be given to me, and then I would give you guys like $1,000 or $2. But instead, you guys went ahead and spent it all going on that stupid vacation after I did all the work. I guess I should have known this would happen since you guys kept pushing for me to work harder and harder to get all the money I could. You guys didn't even care that I came down with a fever, instead just leaving me at home to try and care for myself. But wait! And now, because of that, the fever turned out to be pneumonia, and now I'm stuck in the hospital trying to recover. So are you happy with this? What? You're at the hospital right now? Uncle Drew and Aunt Bev came to the house to help drive me here when I told them that you guys left me. And do you know what they said about you? They said that you guys are a disgraceful family. So how does it feel knowing that your brother and his wife are disgusted by you? What? My brother said that? Well, I guess that this is it for us anyways. After I get out of the hospital, I'm gonna become Uncle Drew's son and move into his house. And I won't need to give you guys any more of my earnings from my part-time job. Wait, you're getting far too ahead of yourself. I couldn't care less about what you think about my choice. I'm not even thankful for you guys letting me stay at your house for the past 20 years. I had to go right to work after graduating high school, and even then I needed to give you guys whatever money I made to help support you. You supported us? You're an idiot, so there is no way you could have supported us. Are you having trouble understanding things with that tiny brain of yours? But you guys were already starting to move my things around like you were ready for me to get out, right? So you should be in total agreement with me leaving the house. Oh, but that's the thing. Now there won't be any money coming into the house that you guys can steal after I leave. Well, I guess life is gonna get a bit tougher now that your wallet will be just a bit more empty, huh? But for me, I'll finally become free of you guys, and I won't have to give you any more of my money. Do you plan to fight back at us in return for our kindness to you? There was never any kindness from you guys. The only thing that I ever received was pain from having to be around you all for so long. What? Did you guys at least have fun on that vacation that I helped pay for? From now on, the three of you won't be able to go on any more exciting trips like that, right? If I have to say it a little more straightforward, you reap what you sow. Well, once I've fully recovered, I'll be moving in with Uncle Drew. So please enjoy only needing to raise your amazing baby boy, Kyle. Wait, Jonah! I will definitely not be forgiving you for this. You're just going to leave us all behind to go live with my Who is this again? Are you still half asleep or something? This is your dad! You went ahead and blocked my phone number without ever even telling me. So because I finally found out about that, I changed my number and was able to contact you again. I am really never going to let go of you wasting my time. You're a coward for running away from your family. But you guys were never my family. You jackass! I'm also talking about how you just threw us all away! How long do you plan to hide away and pout for? It's been 5 years now. It's time for you to toughen up and come back home! Then this must be my previous dad, right? All of these loud and obnoxious comments are starting to remind me of how awful your attitude was. What? I'm not the one with an attitude, and stop acting like I'm not your dad anymore. When the hell are you gonna come back home? Come home already! But what reason would I have for coming back to you? I mean, you guys treated me like I was just a piece of your property. And by the way, you need to find a better way to introduce yourself after not talking to someone for 5 years than just coming in and talking crap. If I'm not mistaken, you guys had treated me like a slave before I had decided I had had enough, right? The way you keep trying to make me look like the bad person is starting to really drive me up the wall. And after 5 years, a lot has changed with our family situation. It would help us out a lot if you got off your lazy butt and came back home to help support us. What are you laughing at? Hey, Jonah, reply to me! Bit now, I've been trying to get your attention by ringing your doorbell. Are you deaf now or something? Come open the door and talk to me. So you finally decided to come to me directly. It seems that Uncle Drew finally got a little soft and told you the address of my house, huh? I'm sure you probably tricked him into doing it. What do you mean I tricked him? All I did was ask him if he knew where you were staying. Saying that I would trick my own brother is ridiculous. Huh? You had to have deceived him. I'm sure you told him that you regret what you did to me, but that was just a lie that you made up so that he'd feel sorry for you, right? I bet you would be a great actor for the way you were able to make it look like you actually felt sorry. What? I'm not going to take that crap. Just open the door already. He told me that around this time you should be back from work and in your house. So even if you try to ignore me, I'm going to continue hitting the doorbell. Wow, that's very rude of you. I'll make sure that when I see your wife that I will tell her of all the dirty and horrible things that you did to your family. I wonder if that will make her leave you. but I think that would be even better if she did.
What? So it seems that you found out that I got married, huh?
Yeah, that's right. You didn't even bother contacting us to let us know that you'd be registering for marriage. But I guess I would have never approved of it anyways. I'm going to do my best to make you guys split up.
I think you're trying way too hard to get back at me right now. Does this mean that you and your family are in quite the predicament at the moment? If that isn't the case, then I don't know what else would make you so upset as to try and get in my way again after almost 6 years. You're just trying to get close to me again since you can't handle things at home all on your own anymore. That's pretty sad of you if you ask me.
Shut the hell up! Whether it's what's happening right now or what happened in the past, it has all been because of your wrongdoings.
So you really haven't changed. Even now, you'll only find ways to make me the cause of all of your problems.
I think it would be best if you just started caring for your family again and started to give money back to us.
So, in other words, your family doesn't have enough money because you can't bother to stop spending it all?
I just want to have a little extra money in case of emergencies, that's it. But also, Kyle will be getting married next year. I want you to be the one to pay for all of his wedding expenses, like the wedding hall and his tux. Actually, you're going to have to do it.
Is that so?
What are you so puzzled by? If you have the time to act so absent-minded right now, then you have the time to open this door and talk to me face to face. And if your wife is also in there, tell her to come see me as well.
Well, about all of that, I think it's time you stop acting out of hand. You're right saying that my wife is home right now, but I am not.
What?
I got a message from my wife just a few minutes ago saying that there's someone outside our front door screaming abusive language. She then asked me if I knew who that was. So I'm glad you decided to text me saying that it's you, or else I might have had to let her call the police on you.
Well, then what the hell? If she's in the house right now, have her come out here to see me. I've been slamming on the door for the past few minutes now. I can't believe she has the nerve to just try and avoid me. When you're not around, does she not have the balls to face a threat? Well, I guess that it makes sense since she was stupid enough to marry someone as arrogant as you. Tell her to open the front door right now. Tell her that I'm here to teach her a good old-fashioned lesson.
Well, you might think she's a coward for not coming to face you, but I think she can get pretty crazy when I'm not around. So I am really glad you told me it was you before something really, really bad could have happened.
What are you rambling on about? Since you aren't here to listen to me, tell her to open this door now!
It looks like that's what she's about to do. She told me that if she doesn't open the door soon, the young and rambunctious woman in her will get the best of you. Of course, if that were to happen, I don't think things would end very well for you.
Huh? What does that mean?
Well, once you see her, I'm sure you'll begin to understand. Anyways, I need to finish grocery shopping, and then I'll come back home.
Your wife is one of those heavy-bodied types, huh? The kind that's too big and angry to control?
I think you finally found out what I meant when I said that she was gonna be scary when I'm not around. She told me that you wanted to talk with her for a little while when she answered the door. So while I was thinking about how long it would take you to finish wasting her time, I went out with her mom to get some dinner.
What? Did you think that I'd come home to try and stop her? I don't have any reason to be going out of my way to do that. Having to drive all the way home would have been a bother for me, and having to see your face would have only been worse. But you said that after shopping you would come home? Help me!
I'm really sorry, but now that I think about it, did you end up pissing your pants? My wife said she was busting out laughing at you. She said that your face got as red as a lobster and there was a dark spot that started to form in your pants. This is the best I've felt in a super long time.
What? Please help me, and don't tell this to anyone else.
But you've already made it so that I won't help you. And I'm sorry, but I think you were a little late asking me.
What?
My mother-in-law already told your wife and Kyle about this. I had to tell your wife to send us some money to get the area around the front room replaced, since you decided to piss all over it. You didn't even clean it up before you ran home.
What?
You came to my house trying to get money from me, only to leave, creating more embarrassment for yourself. And you created unnecessary expenses as well.
You're going to get it for talking to me this way.
Well, I think this is really going to be goodbye for us. Now that you've learned from this great experience, there shouldn't be any worries about you visiting my house a second time, right? But you probably couldn't come even if you tried. See ya, old man. Oh, wait. See ya, Mr. Pants Pisser! Both my mom and dad never stopped trying to reach out to me after I told them I never wanted to see them again. They couldn't seem to understand why I cut them off. Their attempts to contact me continued, but it wasn't just about reconnecting with their child. They wanted something else. Money. They couldn't manage to get all the $10,000 I'd requested from their relatives, so they turned to Kyle, asking him to help them out. They claimed he needed to repay them for all the kindness they had shown him while he lived with them. It was laughable. However, when they brought this up to him over the phone, his wife, who had a bit of a fiery side, jumped in. She was an ex-kickboxer, and her response to their request was enough to make them freeze. They quickly ended the call, likely terrified of what might happen next. Since that day, they've never made another attempt to contact any of us. As for their whereabouts, I haven't bothered to track them down. I'm not even sure where they ended up after I severed ties. If I really wanted to know, I could ask my wife to look into it, but honestly, I have no reason to care. They're not a part of my life anymore, and I don't feel any need to reach out. Life's been better without them. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hey, Alice, can you listen to me for a moment?
Sophie? What is it this time?
Today was the day of Amy's junior high school entrance exam results.
Oh, that.
What's with that casual tone? You're acting like it's some trivial matter. That's pretty irritating, you know.
I didn't mean it like that.
Hey, do you even realize which school my Amy applied to? It's East Junior High. East! The prestigious private school, you know, the one that's super hard to get into.
Yes, I know. You made sure everyone knew by boasting about it at every single mom's gathering. You wouldn't stop talking about how she was going to the East Junior High.
Oh, did I? Well, come on. When your kid's taking the entrance exam for the East Junior High, you're allowed to show off a little, don't you think? It's only natural. I mean, how many children can even dream of making it in?
Sure. Of course, it would have been pretty humiliating if she didn't pass after all that boasting.
Excuse me? Are you seriously suggesting that Amy might have failed? How rude! Do you seriously think my child isn't capable of getting in?
I didn't say anything of the sort, but judging by how giddy you are right now, I take it she passed. Tell Amy congratulations from me.
Huh? You're telling me to pass on the congratulations? Shouldn't you be saying it to me first? After all, I'm the one who supported her every step of the way. How ungracious.
Amy is the one who did all the hard work, isn't she? I'm congratulating her for her efforts. I don't see why you're making this about you.
Ugh. This is why people without experience don't get in. Listen closely, okay? Entrance exams aren't just about how hard the child works. It takes the parents' dedication and effort too. Without me, she wouldn't have gotten in. You have no idea what it takes.
Oh, really? And what kind of effort are you talking about?
For starters, I found the best cram school for her. Not one of those cheap, run-of-the-mill ones. No, I made sure she went to the top preparatory academy in the city. And I didn't just stop there. I paid for extra tutoring sessions, private one-on-one lessons, you know. Top-tier instructors, not the mediocre ones most parents settle for. Do you have any idea how costly that was? And then there were the mock exams, the reference books, the exam drills. I bought them all, no expense spared. Do you know how much those cost? Probably more than you make in a month. And now that she's passed, we have to pay the entrance fees, the tuition, the uniforms, and everything else. I bet you can't even imagine how much it costs to get into a school like East.
So basically, it's just about the money, huh? And correct me if I'm wrong, but you're a stay-at-home mom, right? Which means all that money came from your husband's salary. You didn't earn it yourself.
How dare you? I don't need to work, okay? My husband makes plenty of money. We can afford it. And you know why? Because I manage our finances wisely. Thanks to me, we have the financial freedom to invest in our child's future without a second thought. Unlike you. You probably have to pinch pennies just to get by. That's the difference between us. I'm a mother who spares no expense for her child's education, while you're just a stingy poor woman.
Wow. Stingy poor woman, huh? That's quite the insult.
Oh, don't be so sensitive. I didn't mean it as an insult. I just feel sorry for you. You probably can't afford to give Kylie the same opportunities. It must be heartbreaking as a parent to know you're holding your own child back. After all, entrance exams only come once in a lifetime.
Ah, I see.
But then again, even if you somehow scraped together the money, it wouldn't matter if Kylie didn't have the brains to get in. You'd just be throwing money away on cramp school fees for nothing.
You know, you can say whatever you want about me, but do not belittle my daughter. That's crossing the line.
Oh, please, I'm not belittling her. You're just being paranoid.
Oh, really? Because what you're actually saying is Kylie is too stupid to get into a prestigious private school, so paying for tutoring would be a waste of money. That's what you're implying, right?
It was just a hypothetical example. Jeez, you're so touchy. You really need to relax. Or is it just your poverty making you bitter and defensive?
Just so you know, my family has an average, stable income. We're not struggling, so you don't need to waste your pity on us. But while we're on the topic, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Would you mind answering a couple of questions?
Huh? What now?
How was Amy acting before and after the entrance exam?
What? Why are you asking me that? Why should I tell you?
I'm just curious, that's all.
Well, if you must know, before the exam, Amy was dedicated. She was always studying hard. I didn't see how she was doing at cram school, of course, but she never missed a day. And at home, she listened to everything I told her and studied diligently. A perfect little student.
I see. And how did she react after getting the results?
Oh, she was thrilled, of course. She looked so relieved. It's East Junior High, after all. Even though she worked so hard, she was still anxious. Anyone would be, given how competitive it is. So naturally, she was overjoyed when she found out.
But actually, I have 2 more questions. Do you mind?
Seriously? What now?
Do you talk to Amy much?
Huh? Why does that matter? That's none of your business.
I was just wondering.
We talk when necessary, the usual parent-child stuff. What of it?
So just the bare minimum, huh? Got it. And finally, Why did you even contact me today? What was the real reason?
To give you the news, obviously. You were in the mom group chat when I mentioned Amy was applying, remember? So I figured you'd be curious. And since Amy and Kylie are friends, I thought it would be appropriate to tell you first before sharing it with the other moms.
Oh, I see. But you really didn't need to bother. I wasn't waiting around for an update from you. If Amy passed, Kylie would have told me herself. They're close after all. So your call was kind of unnecessary.
Ugh, you're so cold. No wonder you're bad at socializing. I bet you're not on good terms with the neighbors either.
Actually, I get along just fine with my neighbors. We have a perfectly pleasant relationship. So no need for you to worry. Anyway, let's cut to the chase. You say you called to give me the news, but honestly, you just wanted to brag, didn't you? You wanted to rub it in. You were hoping to say, my child got into a prestigious school. Isn't she amazing, unlike your kid? That's what you were aiming for, right?
Ugh, you're so petty. What an awful thing to say. You're just jealous.
Sure, whatever you say. Oh, by the way, there's actually one more thing I've been meaning to tell you. You'll love this part.
What? What are you talking about?
Actually, Kylie took the entrance exam for East Junior High, too.
What? No way. I never heard anything about that.
Of course you didn't. I never mentioned it. Oh, but didn't Amy tell you?
What? No, that can't be right. There's no way.
No way? Why are you so sure? You're hardly in any position to be making such claims, aren't you?
What's that supposed to mean? Are you mocking me?
Oh, not at all. I just realized you seemed a bit out of the loop, so I'm being kind enough to explain it to you carefully. You're welcome.
Ugh, cut the smugness and just explain yourself already. Why on earth did Kylie take the East Junior exam? You specifically said in the mom group chat that you were sending her to public school. I remember you saying it. You were very clear. You said, we're just going to stick with South Middle. It's a fine public school.
Oh, that's right. I did say that. But that was quite a while ago, back before they even started 6th grade, wasn't it?
Huh? Oh, I guess it was.
We ended up changing our minds a little later. It was after Kylie's homeroom teacher gave a talk about how after elementary school, not everyone would automatically end up going to the same middle school. Kylie came home and told me about it. Apparently not long after, she had a conversation with Amy.
A conversation? About what?
According to Kylie, Amy told her, my mom says, no way you're going to South Middle. You have to take the East Junior entrance exam. I told her I want to go to South with everyone else, but she got so mad at me. Now I have to study all the time. I probably won't get to hang out much anymore. And what if we end up at different schools and we can't see each other? I don't want that. Apparently, Amy was crying when she said all of that.
What? That girl said all that nonsense to Kylie?
Nonsense, huh? Oh, I see. You think it's nonsense. Well, let's put that aside for now. The point is, after hearing how upset Amy was, Kylie decided she wanted to take the East Junior exam too.
What? Because my friend is doing it, I want to do it too? That's the reason? You let her take the entrance exam over something so frivolous? Oh, how irresponsible. If she actually got in with such a half-hearted motivation, then Amy's hard work and dedication would be completely trivialized. Amy put in genuine effort into her future, not some childish whim.
Oh, I see. So that's how you see it. Interesting. But you're wrong. You see, Kylie wasn't just tagging along for fun. She genuinely wanted to challenge herself. She's always liked studying. Once she made the decision, she was completely committed. She worked steadily and consistently until the exam day. She was serious about it. No half measures.
Oh, is that so?
Yep. And do you know what drove her? It was the thought of being able to go to the same school as Amy. That was her motivation. And because of that, she gave it her all. So did Amy. They both worked hard, and in the end, they both passed. Kylie called Amy immediately. She was so excited she could barely speak. But I guess you didn't know that, did you?
Well, wait, hold on a second, but what about the money? Do you seriously have enough to pay for private school tuition? You can't possibly afford that on your salary, can you?
Oh, wow. You just keep going, huh? Still making those rude assumptions? But that's fine, I'll enlighten you. Kylie was accepted on a scholarship, full tuition waiver. No entrance fees, no monthly payments, everything covered. She earned it. And she's determined to keep it for the full 3 years. She's already telling me how hard she's going to work to maintain her scholarship. She's really proud of herself.
What? No, that makes no sense. You're lying. You're just saying that to make Amy look bad, aren't you? You're trying to rub it in. You're trying to say Kylie is better than Amy. You're trying to humiliate me. Humiliate you? Are you serious? I'm telling you that your daughter passed the entrance exam and you're acting like it's some kind of personal attack. You should be proud of her. Besides, Amy's passing the exam is already a huge accomplishment. Do you have any idea how many students don't make it in? Isn't that enough? Oh, don't give me that condescending tone. What are you trying to say? That your kid is superior to mine? Is that it? Don't act so smug just because Kylie got a scholarship. If I made Amy study more, she could have earned a scholarship too. She is just as capable, if not more capable. Oh, is that so? Sure. But scholarships are awarded based on exam performance. It's not about who could have done better. The results speak for themselves. And besides, what matters now is what they do going forward. Dwelling on the entrance exam is pointless. You should be more focused on what comes next, although I do worry now that Kylie's a scholarship student. I can't help but wonder if you'll hold it against Amy. Maybe make her feel inadequate somehow. You are unbelievable. How dare you say that? Oh, did I hit a nerve? Oops, my mistake. But tell me, you did ignore Amy's feelings, didn't you? She wanted to go to South Middle with her friends, but you forced her to apply to East. You pressured her into it. She was crying to Kylie and you didn't even notice, or rather, you didn't care. You just bulldozed over her wishes, all for your own pride. Honestly, I feel sorry for her. Maybe you should try listening to her once in a while. You're being ridiculous. Her future is none of your business. Don't you dare tell me how to raise my own child. Oh, absolutely. You're right. It is your business, your selfish business. After all, you're the one who said a parent has to do what's best for their child no matter what. But in the end, you were just doing what was best for you. You didn't care what Amy wanted. You were only thinking about yourself, some selfless parent you are. Oh, you're so infuriating. I've had enough of your self-righteous lecturing you. Oh? What's wrong? Didn't you contact me entirely of your own selfish will? I mean, you barged in here just to brag, but now you can't take the heat? How ironic. Anyway, I've got to go. We're having a little celebration for Kylie's success. So, if you'll excuse me, goodbye. Wait, don't you dare walk away. You can't just drop all that and leave. Hey, you! After the junior high school entrance ceremony, Sophie seemed to disappear without a trace. It was as if she had been plucked from their daily lives overnight. At first it felt strange. Her sudden absence was jarring. There were no goodbyes, no explanations, just an abrupt vanishing act. It wasn't until later that I heard the full story. Apparently behind closed doors, Sophie's parents had been struggling with irreconcilable differences over their conflicting educational philosophies. Their clashing views, which had long been a source of tension, eventually reached a breaking point, resulting in a bitter divorce. From what I was told, the final straw had been a heated argument over Sophie's future. Her mother had been adamant about pushing her toward a rigorous academic path, determined to have her attend a prestigious private school with intensive tutoring. She believed that Sophie's only chance at a successful future lay in excelling academically and was prepared to invest everything into making it happen. In contrast, Sophie's father believed that their daughter needed a more balanced upbringing, one that allowed room for both learning and freedom. He wanted her to enjoy her youth rather than be smothered by constant academic pressure. The growing divide between them became impossible to bridge, and the once unified family finally fractured. Following the divorce, Sophie was placed into her father's custody. It was an arrangement that, despite the heartbreak of her parents' separation, seemed to bring her a measure of relief. From what I heard, she was finally able to live more freely. Her new life with her father was noticeably calmer. Gone were the suffocating arguments and relentless pressure to perform. Freed from the tug-of-war between her parents, Sophie could finally breathe. She settled into her new routine, gradually adapting to the quieter, more stable environment. According to mutual acquaintances, she seemed happier, more carefree than she had been in years. Though it was bittersweet, I was genuinely relieved to hear that she was doing better. Sophie had always seemed burdened by the weight of her parents' expectations, and knowing that she had found some peace gave me hope that she was finally giving the chance to simply be a kid again. Meanwhile, Amy, Sophie's closest friend, remained in her familiar surroundings. However, her life changed significantly as well. With her parents' divorce finalized, Amy was placed into the custody of her father.
Much like Sophie, she seemed to flourish in her new living situation. Freed from the constant tension of her parents' conflict, she was able to focus on her own life. From what I heard, she became more relaxed and cheerful. She no longer had to tiptoe around her parents' arguments or feel caught in the crossfire. The change gave her room to breathe, and she slowly but surely regained a sense of security and stability. Even though Sophie and Amy were now separated by distance, their friendship remained unshaken. Despite attending different schools, they kept in regular contact. They texted frequently, called each other, and made plans to meet on weekends or during school holidays. Their bond, built on years of shared memories and mutual support, easily withstood the challenge of being apart. I often saw them walking home together when they had the chance, chatting animatedly and laughing as if nothing had changed. It was heartwarming to see how their connection had endured. Even though their lives had taken different directions, they remained constants in each other's worlds. Watching them maintain their friendship reminded me that some bonds are simply unbreakable. No matter the distance, no matter the changes, they continued to stand by each other. As I watched them, I couldn't help but feel a deep sense of admiration for their resilience. Adolescence is a turbulent time, filled with emotional ups and downs, academic pressures, and the struggle for identity. Yet, despite the challenges they faced at home, they maintained a hold on their friendship. It was clear that they gave each other strength. Whether they were studying together, walking through the park, or simply chatting about their day, they were each other's safe haven. I often found myself hoping for their continued happiness. I wanted them to support each other through the inevitable hurdles ahead, the stress of exams, the heartbreaks of teenage years, and the uncertainties of growing up. With their unyielding friendship, I was confident they could overcome anything. Their bond was a reminder that even in the face of life's difficulties, having someone to lean on could make all the difference. Looking back, it struck me how much they had both grown through their experiences. The divorce of their parents, while painful, had given them both a chance to find peace and stability. Sophie, once weighed down by parental pressure, had found freedom with her father. Amy, no longer forced to navigate the emotional landmines of her parents' arguments, was finally able to focus on being a kid again. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Hey, Vincent, there's something I wanted to ask you.
What is it, Leah?
I'm coming over tomorrow, so could you give me some money?
Again? Didn't you ask me the same thing just a week ago?
Huh? Oh, did I?
You know, Leah, you've been asking me for money more and more frequently lately. At first, I didn't think much of it because you always made it sound like it was an emergency. Every time you'd say, I really need it, or it's urgent, and I didn't want to let you down, so I gave in. But honestly, I'm starting to think this isn't right. I've been wondering, what exactly are you spending all this money on?
Huh. Oh, well,
What? Is it something hard to talk about?
No, it's not that. It's just, even if I explained it, you probably wouldn't really understand. It's nothing you need to worry about. Just give me about 50,000 yen and that'll be fine, okay?
Wait a minute. Isn't that more than what you usually ask for? You've been requesting larger amounts lately. If you can't even tell me what you're using it for, I really don't feel comfortable giving you more. I'm sorry.
What? Come on, why not?
I just told you why. I can't keep handing over money when you're being so vague about how you're spending it.
Why are you suddenly acting like this?
I should be the one apologizing. I've been too lenient with you. I kept giving you money without asking questions, and that was a mistake. But things are different now. There are gonna be more expenses coming up, and I can't afford to be so careless with money anymore.
What? I don't get it. You said you can't afford to be careless, but that means you still have money, right? If you have it, why not just give it to me? I mean, if you're going to waste it on other things, you might as well let me have it.
Waste it? Leah, if you don't even know what I'm using my money for, you have no right to call it a waste. I'm using it for something important.
Oh, really? And what's this important thing you're spending it on, huh?
You're demanding to know what I'm spending my money on when you won't even tell me what you're using mine for? That seems pretty unfair. Besides, I already mentioned it before. I thought you would have remembered.
Huh? You mentioned it? When?
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago. I told you then.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I told you that my mother was hospitalized. She's been sick, and I've been going back and forth to the hospital to visit her. I've already explained that I'll be busy taking care of her, which means I won't have as much time to spend with you. I also mentioned that her hospital bills and the travel costs would start adding up, so I wouldn't have extra money to spare. Do you remember now?
Oh, now that you mention it, I think you did say something like that. Your mom's in the hospital, huh? But honestly, I don't see how that's a big deal.
What?
I mean, you said you're just trying to be careful with money, right? You didn't say you were completely broke or anything. So if you've been saving up money all this time, the amount I'm asking for is nothing compared to your savings, right? It's just a small amount for you. You could easily lend it to me and it wouldn't make a difference.
You can't be serious. Are you really saying that?
Huh? What's the problem?
The problem is everything. Do you really think your logic makes any sense?
Of course it does. You're just being stingy all of a sudden. You've always been so nice to me, you know? I thought you'd have a little sympathy for me. I figured you'd think, oh, Leah's struggling. I should help her out, even if it's just a little. Why are you being so cold now?
Leah, I've just explained to you why I can't give you money so easily anymore. My mother's health is deteriorating. The hospital expenses and the travel costs are piling up. I've made it clear that this is a priority for me. Do you seriously not understand that?
Well...
Also, you keep telling me you have a part-time job, right? But the fact that you constantly ask me for money means your expenses must be exceeding your earnings. And yet you still won't tell me what you're spending my money on. That makes me even less inclined to give you any more.
But, come on, think about it rationally. Your mom's in the hospital, right? That means there's a chance she might not have much time left, right?
What?
So if you're spending money on her care, isn't that kind of a waste in the long run? I mean, she might not recover. Wouldn't she rather have you spend your money on something more meaningful?
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah, I mean, think about it.
You actually think it's okay to say something like that about my mother? Just because you're not getting what you want, you think you can be that cruel? Do you even hear yourself?
Oh, come on. Why are you getting so worked up? You're such a mama's boy, seriously.
That's not the issue. You just disrespected my family in the most disgusting way. Do you have any idea how vile that was?
Ugh, here you go again with your lectures. Whatever, I don't care about all that. Just give me the money already.
I get it now. You only care about the money. It doesn't matter what I'm going through, what my family is facing, or how much it's costing me emotionally and financially. You just want your money, no matter what. That's all that matters to you, isn't it?
No, that's not true. Why would you think that?
Because you've given me no reason to think otherwise. And, you know, now that we're talking about it, there's something else I've been meaning to ask. This is a good time to bring it up.
What? What are you talking about?
About a week ago, one of my friends told me he saw you leaving a slot parlor. It was around 11 p.m.
What?
He said, "Hey, isn't that your girlfriend? She was playing slots until nearly midnight. Is she doing okay?"
That can't be. I wasn't there.
I didn't think much of it at the time. I trusted you. I figured it was just a misunderstanding, that my friend had made a mistake. But now I realize the truth. You've been using the money I've been giving you for gambling, haven't you? I feel like an idiot for not catching on sooner. I should have seen the signs.
No, that's not true. I wasn't gambling.
Don't bother lying. I have a witness.
Your friend is lying. I wasn't at the slot parlor. I swear, I've never been there that late.
So, in other words, you've been going to pachinko.
What?
Actually, I lied about the time my friend saw you. He didn't see you at 11 p.m. He spotted you at 10 p.m.
What? You tricked me! That's so cruel!
Oh, is it? Well, I figured there's not much of a difference between 10 and 11 p.m. What really matters here is the fact that the money you kept claiming was for emergencies or desperate situations was actually being blown on slot machines. That's the important part.
Oh, come on. What do you mean blown? So what if I spend some money on slots? I'm your girlfriend, right? Are you seriously going to complain about how I spend my free time? What I do is none of your business.
If it were just occasional entertainment that you paid for with your own money, I wouldn't care. It's your life. You're free to enjoy it however you like. But that's not what's happening here. You've been coming to me begging for money, claiming you're in trouble. You made it sound like you were in some kind of dire situation. But instead of using it for what I assumed were necessities, you've been gambling it away. That's not just irresponsible, it's deceitful. And the fact that you kept hiding it makes it even worse. So, what is it? Are you gonna deny it again? Or are you finally going to be honest with me?
Okay, fine. I'll tell you the truth. But if I do, will you help me? Promise me you'll help.
Just tell me.
All right. The thing is, at first I was only going to pachinko for fun. It was just a casual hobby, you know? But every time I was on the verge of winning big, I'd end up losing. And before I knew it, I was down more money than I could afford. So I started going back, thinking I could win it back. But it didn't work. I just kept losing. And then I got this stupid idea. I thought maybe if I had more money to play with, I could finally turn things around. So I tried to take out a loan. I went to some of the big-name lenders, but I couldn't get approved. The screening process was too strict. I was rejected by every legitimate company, so I got desperate. I went to a shady lender. They didn't ask too many questions, and I got the loan. But the interest rate was ridiculously high. I mean, insanely high. Before I even knew it, the debt started piling up. I was drowning in it. That's why I kept going back to the slot machines. I was convinced that if I could just get one big win, I could clear my debts. But I never won. I just kept falling deeper into the hole. So that's why I came to you. I was using the money you gave me to try and gamble my way out.
Wow. That's actually worse than I imagined.
But I just told you the whole truth. I was being honest with you. So you'll help me now, right? Please, just lend me a little more. I swear I'll make it right. Just a little bit more and I'll turn it all around. You'll see.
No, I can't.
What? You're not even going to think about it? I just came clean. I was honest with you and you're still going to turn your back on me?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but no.
You can't be serious. How could you be so heartless? Your girlfriend is suffering. I am drowning in debt, and you're just going to let me sink? So what? You're just going to say, oh, whatever, bye. You're going to abandon me after everything we've been through? What kind of man does that make you? You're a pathetic excuse for a boyfriend.
Wow, I'm honestly at a loss for words.
See? You're speechless because you know I'm right. You're a heartless jerk.
No, I'm speechless because I'm stunned by how incredibly selfish you are. You have the audacity to call me pathetic when you're the one who gambled away my money behind my back. You're the one who lied, deceived, and manipulated me, and now you're demanding more money and calling me heartless? Seriously?
Ugh, you're such an asshole. How could you say that to me?
You really don't get it, do you? Even now, after everything you've admitted, you still think you're the victim here. You're beyond saving.
Stop looking down on me. You're the worst.
Now, you know what? I'll spell it out clearly so even you can understand. First of all, let's talk about the slot situation. I could overlook it if it was just occasional fun, but you crossed a line. You became addicted, you put yourself into debt, and you dragged me into it by lying and stealing from me.
It's not an addiction. I just can't stop.
If you can't stop, then why didn't you tell me sooner? If you had asked for help before it got this bad, I might have been able to do something, but you didn't. Instead, you kept lying to me.
I did rely on you. I came to you for help.
Oh, come on. You mean you asked me for money without telling me why? You conveniently forgot to mention that you were drowning in gambling debt. You expect me to see that as you relying on me? Also, let's not forget how you insulted my mother. You showed zero respect for her. What do you have to say about that, huh? Do you feel even a shred of remorse?
Oh, shut up.
I see. That's your answer, huh? Then I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
Wait, what do you mean?
If you had shown even a little bit of genuine regret, if you had sincerely apologized or begged me for help, I might have considered it. But now I know the truth. You never cared about me. To you, I was nothing more than a walking ATM. That's all I was. We're done.
No, don't leave me.
By the way, do you have any idea how much money I've given you by now? I checked my bank statements. It's over $5,500.
What? $5,500?
Yeah, and you never once said you'd pay me back. You were never going to. You just took and took. You're financially reckless and emotionally manipulative. I'm done. Consider that $5,500 my parting gift. We're over.
No, if you leave me, I'll have nothing. I'll be ruined. I can't live without you.
Then you better find someone else to cling to. Goodbye.
Wait! Vincent, please!
With Leah, I thought it was the last time I'd ever see her. I genuinely believed that our relationship had ended and I was ready to move on. But Leah, however, wasn't ready to let go. She began showing up at places I went, cafes I frequented, the park where I went for morning runs, and even outside my office. At first, I thought it was just a coincidence, but it soon became clear she was following me intentionally. She'd approach me and beg for us to get back together, promising that things would be different this time. Despite my repeated rejections, Leah wouldn't give up. It became increasingly uncomfortable and unsettling. She started waiting outside my apartment for hours, hoping to catch me on my way out. She left notes on my car, some filled with apologies, others angry, blaming me for abandoning her. Her persistence felt suffocating, and it became clear that she wasn't respecting my boundaries. As the situation escalated, I began to consider contacting the authorities. I was seriously thinking about filing a report and taking legal action, but just as I was about to do so, Leah suddenly disappeared. One day, she simply stopped showing up. At first, I was relieved. It was a welcome break from the constant pressure, and I could finally go about my day without worrying about her following me. But after a while, I couldn't help but find her sudden absence strange. Why would she give up after being so persistent? I later heard through the grapevine what had happened. Leah had gotten herself into deep financial trouble. She had been borrowing money from illegal loan sharks, and when the debt piled up, she tried to escape in the middle of the night to avoid the consequences. However, she was caught before she could flee. The rumors said she had been taken by the loan sharks and forced to work in a brothel, a shady, exploitative bathhouse where women were forced to work off their debts. I was stunned by the news, but part of me wasn't surprised. Leah had always been reckless with money, and it seemed inevitable that she would end up in a situation like this. As much as it shocked me, I felt no sympathy. Leah had made her own choices, and now she was paying the price for her irresponsibility. There was nothing I could do, nor did I feel any obligation to help her. In hindsight, I regretted lending Leah money in the first place. What had initially seemed like a kind gesture had turned into a massive source of trouble. It became clear to me that money and personal relationships were a dangerous mix. Even with the best intentions, lending money could lead to conflict and resentment. From that moment on, I promised myself I would never again lend or give money without being absolutely sure of the person's trustworthiness. Leah's downfall served as a harsh reminder of how easily things could go wrong when you failed to take responsibility for your actions. Her stubbornness, her pursuit of easy money, and her refusal to face the consequences had led to her destruction. Though her situation was tragic, I knew it wasn't my burden to bear. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Hey, Autumn!
Jasper? What's going on?
I need to talk to you about something important. Do you have a minute?
If it's something important, shouldn't we talk face to face?
Yeah, normally I would, but right now I can't. It's not something that's easy to say in person.
That's serious, huh? All right, what is it?
I need to ask you for a favor.
A favor? What kind of favor?
I'll be blunt. I want to break off our engagement.
You want to call off the engagement? Can I ask why?
Yeah, the thing is, I've been thinking. I get the feeling that you don't actually want to marry me.
What? Why would you think that?
Come on, Autumn, you know how we got here. We started dating more out of convenience than love, didn't we? I confessed my feelings, sure, but it was more of a spur-of-the-moment thing. You didn't turn me down, but it always felt kind of casual, like we were still in some sort of trial phase. But then we ran into my mom while we were out together, and before we knew it, things snowballed. We got swept up in the moment and ended up engaged. When I think back on it now, I realize I never really took the time to consider how you felt. I just assumed you were okay with it. But the more I think about it, the more I realize that it was probably all a misunderstanding. I think we should call it off.
So, you're saying that you think I never actually wanted to marry you?
Yeah. I mean, look at how it happened. You've never been in a serious relationship before, right? You probably just agreed to date me because you didn't know how to say no. I'm guessing you were unsure back then, and now you've just convinced yourself you're in love. But it's probably not real. You're just mistaking familiarity for love. If we got married like this, it wouldn't last. We'd both be miserable. That's why I think it's better if we call it off now and start over separately.
I guess when you put it that way, you have a point. Yeah, back then everything did happen pretty fast. Your mom was pretty pushy too.
Exactly. See? You get it. I knew you'd understand. So you're okay with calling it off, right? I'll let everyone know and you won't have to deal with it.
Now that I think about it, maybe you're right. Maybe I was never really in love with you. If you asked me what I loved about you, I don't think I could even give you an answer.
Whoa, wait a minute. That's a little harsh, don't you think?
Or maybe it's just that I've lost all feelings for you because of something that happened recently.
Something that happened? What are you talking about?
You're being so vague, it's almost like you're making excuses. Trying to say the right thing to make this breakup seem clean and painless, but you're being pretty sloppy about it. Honestly, your whole excuse feels flimsy. You're not breaking up with me out of concern for my feelings, are you? You're doing it because there's something, or rather, someone, you want to be with instead.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I got a message from Maple the other day. You know who Maple is, right?
Huh? Yeah, of course. She's your sister. I know that much. Why? What did she say?
She sent me this. Hey, just letting you know, I have taken your fiancé. I mean, he was practically begging for it. Honestly, he's been wanting to break up with you for a while, so it's only natural that this happened. We've already done plenty together, so once he officially breaks things off with you and we get engaged, it'll be a straight shot to the altar. I mean, let's be real. Did you really think someone as ugly as you could keep a man? You were always just a stepping stone. Too bad, Autumn, you lost. So, Jasper, do you have anything you want to say about that?
That damn Maple! I can't believe she actually told you! I was this close to wrapping this up cleanly!
So it's true then. You really cheated on me with my sister?
Yeah, it's true.
Why? Why would you do that?
Oh, come on! Why do you think? Maple already told you, didn't she? It's because you're ugly! Seriously, it's obvious. Any guy would choose Maple over you. She's beautiful and you're, well, you.
Oh, I see. But back then, you were the one who confessed to me. You're the one who told me that looks didn't matter. You said you liked me for who I was. Remember?
Yeah, well, people change. Back then, I thought you were fun to be around. We had a few shared hobbies, and you made me laugh. I figured it was enough. But the more time I spent with you, the more I realized it wasn't. Looks matter. I deserve to be with someone beautiful. And when I met Maple, it all clicked. It was like being struck by lightning. She was perfect. Honestly, I even started to doubt you two were related. You're so plain, and she's stunning. It didn't make sense.
Unfortunately for you, Maple and I are indeed blood related. You were just too blinded by your own arrogance to see it. You could have at least been honest with me before things got this far. You should have ended it before we started making wedding plans.
Oh, please, why would I do that? I needed you around. You were the easiest way to get close to Maple. Dating you made it so much simpler to spend time with her. When Maple started making moves on me, I knew I had to keep you around. Then your mom spotted us together and things escalated into an engagement. I was pretty annoyed, honestly.
You should have told me before we started planning the wedding. At least spared me the embarrassment.
Oh, don't worry. It was all part of the plan. The wedding plans were just a formality. All I had to do was swap your name for Maple's at the last minute.
What?
Yeah, we've already met with both sets of parents. I told them that you and I had broken up ages ago, but remained on good terms. I said there were no hard feelings. They were fine with it. We've already started making wedding arrangements.
So no matter what I say, it's already a done deal?
Exactly. Both families are on board. Even your parents were thrilled. They were practically relieved that Maple was with me instead of you. Your mom actually said, I was always wondering why someone as beautiful as Maple didn't have a boyfriend. It makes perfect sense now. They were so happy to have a beauty like Maple in the family. You? Not so much. Guess they were pretty embarrassed by you, huh? I mean, with how plain you are, I can't blame them.
Huh. I guess my friends were right. I should have cut you out of my life a long time ago.
Yeah, well, just blame your ugly face. Honestly, I'm glad to be rid of you. No more dealing with your plainness in my future family. Do us all a favor and disappear.
Don't worry, you don't have to tell me twice. I get it. You're not asking me to break off the engagement. You're telling me it's already over. Honestly, I'm embarrassed I ever thought about marrying someone like you. You can do whatever the hell you want now. I'm done with you and Maple.
Good.
If it isn't the guy who said things like, looks don't matter and I love you for who you are, only to turn around and pick the prettier girl in the end. What was it again? Oh, right. The shallow, face-obsessed hypocrite. Wow. Didn't you tell me, and I quote, don't ever contact me again? So what is this, memory loss?
Are you mocking me?
No, just stating the facts. So, what do you want now? By your schedule, you should be freshly married by now, right? Why are you wasting your time bothering me? Shouldn't you be off on your honeymoon or something?
That's the thing, the wedding! It was a disaster thanks to you!
Huh? Me? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. You were the one who said don't come to the wedding, remember? I stayed far away just as you demanded.
Don't give me that crap! You must have put someone up to it! You had one of your friends crash the wedding and ruin it on purpose! Don't play innocent!
What are you even talking about? I have no clue what you're rambling on about. What exactly happened at your precious wedding?
Don't play dumb with me! If you're not going to admit it, I'll spell it out for you! Because of you, my wedding turned into a complete shit show!
Right, sure, totally my fault, even though I wasn't there. I'm dying to know how you arrived at that conclusion. So, what did my so-called friend do?
It was the video! The damn video!
Video? What video?
The surprise video that was supposed to play halfway through the reception! Some friend of Maple's made it as a gift for us. A sweet montage of the bride's childhood photos and memories. That was the plan. But what played wasn't about Maple. It was about you!
What?
Yeah, your face plastered all over the screen. There were tons of recent photos, too. Photos of us when we were still engaged, holding hands, kissing, laughing together. It made it look like I was still seeing you behind Maple's back. The entire venue went dead silent. My mother was so furious she stormed out in front of everyone. You humiliated us.
Oh, that sounds unfortunate.
Unfortunate? You think this is funny, huh? You planned this! You pretended to be the bigger person and walk away gracefully, but you were actually plotting this elaborate revenge the whole time! You sick, conniving...
Whoa, you've officially lost me. I have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. And I definitely didn't ask anyone to ruin your wedding. Frankly, I couldn't care less about you and Maple's tacky little love fest. Why the hell would I waste my time plotting some grand scheme against you two?
Bullshit! You're lying! I know it was one of your friends! They pulled this off for you! They made the video, sent it over, and conveniently couldn't attend the wedding at the last minute! What a coincidence, huh?
Huh. That's interesting. But you see, I didn't ask anyone to do anything. In fact, I wasn't even thinking about you two. And honestly, none of my friends gave a damn about your wedding either. I mean, why would they? You're not exactly worth their attention.
Don't give me that. You're just pretending to be innocent. You're acting all smug because you think you got away with it.
Oh, please. You're giving me way too much credit. I'm flattered you think I'm capable of orchestrating some elaborate sabotage, but I'm afraid you're wrong. If you want my guess, did you ever consider that you might have just been sloppy? I mean, You did say something about just swapping the bride's name on the wedding plans, right? Maybe you screwed up somewhere. Wouldn't surprise me.
No way! We were careful! There's no way we would have made that kind of mistake! Maple personally updated the guest list herself! She made sure it was only her friends who were invited! I'm sure of it! Probably.
Probably, huh? Wow. That doesn't sound very convincing. So, you weren't exactly thorough, huh? That's what you get for being lazy. Honestly, considering how half-assed you two were, I wouldn't be surprised if you accidentally sent the invite to one of my friends. And if that friend happened to have a sense of humor, well, you know the rest.
Shut up! You're saying it was my fault?
Bingo! Ding, ding, ding! Give the man a prize! You said it yourself. You two were in such a rush to swap out my name for Maple's that you probably screwed up somewhere along the way. And now you're pinning your own mistake on me. How typical.
No, it was you! You did this on purpose! This is all your fault! If I'd never been engaged to you, none of this would have happened!
Oh, I see. So now it's my fault you're a disloyal coward with no spine? Right, got it. Listen, Jasper, if you want to blame someone, blame yourself. You're the one who lost interest in me and decided to keep me around for convenience while chasing after my sister. You strung me along for your own selfish gain, and now that your perfect little plan has backfired, you're throwing a tantrum. What a joke. You brought this on yourself. Don't you dare pin it on me.
Oh, shut the hell up! You think you're so high and mighty, huh? You're just bitter because you lost! You're nothing but a pathetic, jealous ex!
Oh, jealous? Of what? You and Maple? Please. You're perfect for each other. A shallow, self-absorbed asshole and my backstabbing snake of a sister. I couldn't be happier to be rid of you both. You deserve each other. Rot together for all I care.
Wait! I'm not done! You can't just...
Oh, I absolutely can. You're the one who told me never to contact you again, remember? So let me return the favor. Don't ever call me again. Don't even think about me. You made your bed. Now perhaps enraged by how I had handled the situation, he showed up at my house, dragging Maple along with him. He was clearly determined to force a confrontation, likely hoping to intimidate me or catch me off guard. However, by sheer coincidence, his mother happened to be visiting me at that exact moment. His mother, a strong-willed but surprisingly courteous woman, had come to apologize for her son's actions. Though she had initially believed her son's claims that we had parted ways amicably, she eventually learned the truth, that he had been lying through his teeth. Feeling deeply ashamed of her son's disgraceful behavior, she came to offer me a heartfelt apology. It wasn't her responsibility to apologize, she hadn't done anything wrong, but her sense of propriety and decency compelled her to do so. She was, despite everything, a rather principled and sincere woman. When he stormed in with Maple in tow, clearly intending to make a scene, he froze the moment he spotted his mother inside my house. His face went completely pale, as though he had just witnessed the end of the world. The color drained from his cheeks in an instant, and his eyes widened with pure, unmistakable terror. For a brief moment, he actually looked like he was going to bolt, but before he could escape, his mother caught him. Without hesitation, she grabbed his arm and fixed him with a fiery glare that could have pierced through steel. He squirmed, tried to shake her off, and stammered excuses, but she was having none of it. She yanked him back into the room and immediately launched into a scathing lecture. Her voice, firm and unyielding, rang through the house as she reprimanded him for his cowardice, dishonesty, and disgraceful behavior. And poor Maple, completely blindsided by the timing, was left standing there, awkwardly witnessing the whole scene. The poor fool had clearly picked the worst possible moment to play accomplice. Maple, who had no doubt expected a triumphant showdown, was instead forced to watch her so-called partner get thoroughly dressed down by his own mother. The embarrassment on her face was palpable, and she visibly shrank back, probably wishing she could melt into the floor. Honestly, the whole thing was almost comical. It was one of those moments where you couldn't help but feel a strange sense of poetic justice. He had come looking for a fight, but instead he got a brutal dose of accountability, served by none other than his own mother. And Maple? Well, she had just the terrible misfortune of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.